I was too rap for my rock friends, and too rock for my rap friends back then. I never ran enough track for the jocks, I never rocked enough black for the goths. So hello ma'am, I wasn't in the commercial, I'm the parallelogram that didn't fit into the circle. I was undefined like the slope of a vertical line. I'm who they doubted when they heard it could rhyme, but can't stress the enormity of nonconformity and how importantly it played into me even recording these songs for the underdogs, raps for the outcasts, blending in with everyone. Suppose isn't about that. Falling in line never sounded fun to me, so I marched to the beat of my own drum machine. I found my rhythm even if I didn't fit it. If you didn't get the vision when I spit it, look, I'm a little different, I'm a little different, I'm a little different, I'm a little different from you. And if you don't like that, and if you don't like that, and if you don't like that, fuck you. I'ma be me, I'ma be me, I'ma be me till the day I die. And if I change or decide to stay the same, I can't because it's my I got no usual rapper story, don't fit in no category, don't give me no labels. I used to store the guitars, I put all big words in my bars and somehow put food on the table. And I don't know no one else who got the same taste as myself, homie, I don't care if you get me. And I don't fit in no group, if you were to sit in the coop, you see I got Weezer and Biggie, see I like rock stuff, rap sweet, odd duck, black sheep. I always been a little bit different, been in the left field, too weird, black nails, blue hair. I never fit the description, so getting light and go and buy a lamp. Kick it with me outside the Venn diagram. It's busy, I found my rhythm even if I didn't fit in. If you didn't get the vision when I spit it, look, I'm a little different, I'm a little different, I'm a little different, I'm a little different from you. And if you don't like that, and if you don't like that, and if you don't like that, fuck you. I'ma be me, I'ma be me, I'ma be me till the day I die. And if I change or decide to stay the same, I can't because it's my life. It's my life. So hang me if I'm ordinary. Go write my obituary and hang me from the cemetery gates. You see, I just want to be remembered as that spark, that burning ember who made it through the cold December night. Change or decide to stay the same, I can't because it's mine. Can't stress the enormity and nonconformity and how importantly it played into me even recording these songs for the underdogs, raps for the outcasts, blending it with everyone. Supposed to sit about that. Falling in line never sounded fun to me, so I marched to the beat of my own drum machine. I found my rhythm even if I didn't fit in. If you didn't get the vision when I spit it, look, I'm a little different, I'm a little different, I'm a little different, I'm a little different from you. And if you don't like that, and if you don't like that, and if you don't like that, fuck you. I'ma be me, I'ma be me, I'ma be me till the day I die. And if I change or decide to stay the same, I can't because it's my life. If I'm ordinary, go write my obituary and hang me from the cemetery gates.
Hi, this is Alan. I like Ironworks because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love Ironworks with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that Ironworks with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the Ironworks.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to The Ironworks with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on The Ironworks and become an Iron Scout.
Good morning. I'm here.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Where everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school. Internet.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
You know, people always talk to me about when I was young, when I was running up and down the buildings, getting the pigeons for all these drug dealers. I mean, these guys were bad people. They wanted to kill me. They were throwing bricks at me. I thought I was in a nightmare. I didn't know if this was reality or if this was the truth. That's why I was with that ironrealmmedia was around back then. Because I didn't know what was truth or not. So now I listen to ironrealmmedia all the time. Now I'm walking around the earth and I'm thinking to myself, yes, guess what? This earth is flat indeed.
Flat indeed. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Ironworks, right here on freeworld.fm, where apparently the audio is less than it is on YouTube, which is kind of interesting. But I've got about 3 updates I know I need to do, and who knows how many have already gone through that have altered the way that I do things. So I'll dig into under the hood here in just a second, Liz, and see if I can't improve the sound there, see what's done. I don't know if I want to update butt on the fly, but I do know my butt needs to be updated. So there's that. Good morning, gentlemen. How in the hell is your Wednesday? Now, I know I got you fuckers turned up. That's not my fault.
Yeah, I'm not turned up, though.
Yeah, that's early.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Luca? Hey, good buddy. What's up?
Can you hear me now? Nothing much.
Yes, Zachary, I hear you now.
Yes, we do.
Fucking Skype.
Fucking Skype. You sound a little distant there too, Duma. Like you're down in a well or something.
My voice is pretty low. What about now?
That does sound a little bit better, I think. Crap.
Ukululelu. How are you, sir?
One day you'll get that right, Zack. I'm good. How are you?
That was wrong. Ukululelu.
K-O. Kulule ko.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get that right. You're right. Did your mom call you by your full name when you did something wrong when you were younger?
No, it was always Nkulu.
I always got a Zachary Donald, and I knew, oh shit, time to straighten up. How about you, Walter?
Yes.
Was there a Walter?
Every now and again. Every now and again.
What'd you get, Josh? Was it Joshua? Josh? I guess not know shit now, are you?
It was in trouble. Yeah, it was usually Joshua. There's always Joshua Ryan. I mean, I was in trouble a lot. So Like, even to this day. Really.
Don't be shy, Josh. We know you were called little shit.
Little shit. You ignorant little fucker. But yeah, even today, I answer to Josh or Joshua or just about anything. There's not much you can't call me that I don't want to answer to.
Call him Charlie.
So, what's the news today, guys? Or are you just shooting the shit as usual?
I know there was a very large data breach. There's 2.9 billion people, full names, addresses, and social security numbers exposed.
So just a third of the population of the world. Nice.
Of the world. No big deal. Then it was put up for sale on the dark web.
Oh, okay. Let's check that out. Maybe I can steal some on Social Security. Make some money this side.
Dang, 2.9 billion people. Former and
how did the data leak?
What database had that list of people?
Whose database, though?
Exposed personal data belongs to a public records data provider named National Public Data.
Ah, there we go.
Specializes in background checks and fraud prevention.
How ironic. Fraud prevention.
The data of 2.9 billion people, which includes full names, former and complete addresses going back 30 years, social security numbers, and more.
Oh.
It was stolen by a cyber criminal group that goes by the name USDOD. Isn't that the United States Department of Defense?
Yes. I'm not sure this is a legit article.
What the hell? This is, Tom'sGuide.com. I've never heard of Tom'sGuide.com.
Oh no, that's legit. They are super legit.
That's how you
It
know.
goes on to explain the hackers had tried to sell the huge collection of personal data on the dark web to the tune of $3.5 million.
Only?
Wow, and this was as of yesterday, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Any word if they were managed to sell some of it? Or they're still trying to sell the whole bundle?
Or wonder if
they'll probably do both.
0.3 cents per name.
The people who are now involved in the class action lawsuit did not provide their data to the company willingly.
Oh.
They already got a lawsuit going? Well, what the hell?
So we're clear, there is a class action lawsuit against what is known as the USDOD.
I guess.
Let me get that article so I can start my claim.
Yeah. Jeez, oh, peace. But my mom doesn't do anything on the internet, even though that's not going to protect her. But she does no banking at all on the internet. She's never had done any type of purchases online or any of that stuff. She's very, she doesn't trust the internet.
Wait, she was the one holding up the grocery line, making out that freaking paper check.
Probably. No, I mean, she's got a card and all that kind of stuff, but she just doesn't buy stuff online. Ever. She refuses.
Hey Zach, I always get a little. I have a big feedback. Whenever you say Jizo peas, it just cracks me up, dude. Where did you get that?
I don't know. Jizo Pete's?
Yeah, whatever you're like, Jizo peas.
Yeah, Jizo Pete's. It's always Pete's. P-E-T-E-S. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Pete's.
I don't know where I ever heard. I've been saying it like my whole life.
Yeah.
Jizo Pete's. Yeah. It just comes out. I don't even. Like, if you would have said, when's the last time you said that? I would have been like, I don't know. And I probably just said it.
Well, that's why I came on. That's why I came on to say what I said. You just said it.
Yeah, they got some good space lettuce in here today. We'll have to go over. So what's happening down there in South Africa, Nuka? How's the new president?
You mean the old president? He got re-elected.
Yeah, whatever.
No, but they're doing good work. With all the new ministers coming in and doing their job for a change, because they belong to different political parties. They've been raiding all the prisons lately, because there's a video that went viral in our country of prisoners saying they're having such a good time being locked up, that they love it here and whatever. And so they started raiding the prisons. They've been getting phones, flat screen TVs, PlayStations. Some had even open shops. There's drugs and the usual shit. But they're cleaning it up now.
Sounds like they were having just a grand old time there.
I thought maybe they were using a bit of the old reverse psychology. Like, they were really hating it, but they're just going, like, man, we sure do like it here.
Oh, they found the guy.
So much
and they
fun.
made him do another video. He wasn't so happy when they did the second video. Yeah, look, it's because it's a new minister. So people have been asking, well, what was the old minister doing this whole time? All of this crap is happening. Obviously, new broom sweeps clean, but still, what was the old guy doing? They've literally fired over 1,000 correctional officers because they are obviously complicit to getting some of the stuff in. So people have been sending in their resumes. There should be openings now for that sector. Other than that, again, it's all just new ministers doing their job. So they're in the news quite a lot. And, you might like this one. Our Miss South Africa, the beauty pageants that, every country has.
Tell me it's a chick.
USA.
It's a girl still, right?
It's a girl still, but the young lady is of Zimbabwean descent. So there's a big hoo-ha, but because she hasn't won. She's like in the finals. But everyone is saying no, she should be disqualified because she's not actually South African. Imagine if she wins and she's really Zimbabwean. South Africa will be Zimbabwean. So there's a big hoo-ha about that. People for it, people against it. That's what's happening.
Well, as a rule, I just stand against all big hoo-has.
Yeah. I don't care who wins. I just want to watch. In fact, I watch it on mute because I don't even want to hear them talk. I just want to.
You just watch the swimsuit edition, don't you?
Oh, don't get me started. To be fair, though, I've looked at some of the other beauty pageants in some other countries. There's quite a hurdle to get into our one. You literally need to have a university degree or studying towards one to even qualify to enter. can't just be like an 18-year-old nobody with big tits.
So you have to. Well, that doesn't seem right.
I think that is right, because we just hired a guy at work who's about 18 years old with big tits. I don't think he'd qualify.
Because of all the duties they have to do, they need to have a basic understanding of just complex things. So because of that, you can't just be good looking. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, see, no, we hold no illusions here in the U.S. Like, we have a question and answers portion where, like, you're expected to answer a question, but like, you don't have to do it with any sort of intelligence. You can just get some like free form stream of thought, random bullshit that just comes out of your mouth. In fact, some of the most entertaining things are some of the stupid ass rambling answers from the question and answer section of a Miss America pageant.
World peace.
Yes, I love your Miss America. I remember the blonde that said Africa was a country. Beautiful.
Well, to be fair, I think most of the high school graduates within the last couple of years believe Africa is a country.
Ah, okay. And yeah, I thought your education system was world class.
Oh, good lord.
Would you see that on television? Jesus.
Like, you don't even have to read now, Nuka, to graduate high school here in the United States. They'll still give you your diploma. Possibly send you off to college without knowing how to read.
Oh, okay. How's your math scores?
Our reading scores are better.
It really, like, if you go to LeBron James High School in Ohio, no student has passed the math curriculum in like 5 years. Not one. So it kind of depends on where you go.
Huh. Oh, okay. I learn new things every day.
It's not all.
I thought your education was good.
You know, I mean, there are good teachers here. Don't get me wrong, and there are some really smart students. Cami's son, Jaron, for example, he just got done wrapping up. We're going to go pick him up tomorrow. He had his Hacker 1 tournament. He was invited to Vegas.
I saw that in the chat.
Like top 70 hackers around the world that are the good guy hackers, right? They're hackers that work for, instead of against. So, like, Jaron got caught. He doesn't have a malicious bone in his body. Like, I don't think Jaron would ever try to steal something. It's just not in his being. He likes to go into, big giant computers and look around and see how they set it up. Because it's not like there's just you buy the computer and the system's it, and no, there's all kinds of programmers out there that program their own, their own workspace. And he liked to go in and see how they would set up their workspace and what made it work. That's what Jaron was always interested in. So he got invited to this Hacker 1 thing last year and down in Florida. And he had fun down there and everything, met some new people, but he wasn't invited into the tournament. Well, this year he was invited into the tournament, and up until the last day yesterday, he was number 1 on the leaderboard in bounty. So, like, the whole week, he's been like a rock star there, he said. Everybody knew who he was. He's done interviews. He actually put on 2, like, teaching sessions to teach other hackers how he did certain things.
How old is he?
He's 20.
Oh, so you got some poo-tang as well, then.
Possibly. I don't know. Darren's he's very shy and quiet.
That's okay. There's some very wild and forward ladies out here. And if he's number one, there's always going to be one that's willing to go down.
Yeah, he did really good though. He's having fun. That's the important part. Meeting new people. He even got a letter from the CEO of HackerOne, because he had a very big vulnerability on the very first day the thing started. And he sent Jared a message saying how much he appreciates him being here and helping out, and that he's got a bright future, and thanks for all the help this week. So that really made him feel good. So yeah, they're smart children, that come out of the U.S. still, all that kind of good stuff with good teachers, but it's getting fewer and further between. Like here, they're teaching young children about their sexuality and you can be whatever you want to be and blah, 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 blah. It's really insane that these people are even allowed to be teachers. Yeah, it's crazy here in Nuka. Certain parts of the country, at least. They just passed the thing in Minnesota. I guess that, or maybe not just passed it. I found out Kamala Harris picked the governor of Minnesota to be her running mate. And his big accomplishment is changing a law that allows teachers to keep their children's transition from their parents. So if your child's at school and his name is Billy, but they're calling him Annette, that teacher doesn't have to tell the parents about it. That's the parent or the teacher and the student's little secret.
That's institutionalized grooming.
Yeah.
Teaching a child to keep a secret from its parents is grooming. No matter how you shake a stick at it, that's what that is.
And where they get this idea they have the right to not inform a parent about their child. I'm not even a parent, and that gets my blood boiling.
Well, they say, because it takes a village, then it must be the right of the village to determine how that child is raised.
Isn't it so that you guys, your drinking age is still 21?
Has been for the longest time. Yeah.
But people can have...
You can't get a tattoo without parental permission. You can't alter your surface of your skin without parental permission under the age of 18 in most states. But at age 5...
you can choose to be whatever you want and not tell your parents about it. We won't tell your parents about it.
Or you can choose to be inoculated against whatever you decide you should be inoculated against, and you can have the school do it, and all done in secret, without the parents' knowledge or consent.
Because children are old enough to consent to that stuff, right? They know better.
Exactly. Informed consent.
Put that beer down.
Nah, never mind. You'll be all right. If that's what you want, that's how you identify as a stumbling drunk dumbass, then bottoms up. Here's one for your other hand. Well, that's it. Let's just take a little break since we've already gone 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I guess.
We're going to do one of them Tyler Childers just because I feel like it's been a while. At least in relation to how much I prefer to listen to Tyler Childers.
Up in Pocahontas, in the cranberry glades, ain't got bars nor the charge to call her anyways. My mind's a mile a minute, and my thoughts to bark like hounds. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound. I think about my darling girl sleeping all alone. I pray the stars will shoot her all the wishes she can hold. On the day that I return, I aim to lay her down, but right now I'm focused on the universal sound. I think about tobacco juice and mason jars of shine. I think about the vices I've let take me over time. I recall when I was a baby, I didn't need nothing around but a little bitty rattler and the universal sound. I close my eyes, it was all so clear. It was all right then, it was all right here. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound. I let it take me over from the toenails to the crown of the body that I'm in. Well, they put me in the ground, and I return to the chorus of the universal sound. On the mountain, and I've seen his wondrous grace. I've sat there on a bar stool and I've looked him in the face. He seemed a little haggard, but it did not slow him down. He was humming to the neon of the universal sound.
That's tomorrow. And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know what. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
And we'll welcome back. Second half of the first half of the Ironworks. Little Tyler Childers. That was one of those Sturgill Simpson produced songs, if you couldn't tell by the tone.
Good one.
It is indeed.
He's got one of those voices.
He really does. Speaking of Universal Sounds, you will be premiering How the World Works at Flattoberfest here in just a handful of weeks with Miss Cami Knodel. That'll be awesome. Playing with some Universal Sound.
We've been really playing a lot lately too. Cami and I both. I'm finding all kinds of new frequency patterns in the lower frequencies by turning down the sound a lot and just barely turning it up, and something I had I don't know, maybe an epiphany yesterday. I don't know if it's gonna be one or not. It felt like one. But it's where I'm not gonna pay attention to the numbers so much. The numbers are man-made, yada, 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 don't care. I'm gonna pay attention to the difference in the shapes and how they transform from one to another in order. I'm going to go through and create every shape I can, and then I'm going to change it to a different material and see if that changes stuff. And it's really, oh man, like, okay, I'm shaking the plate, right? The plate is on a speaker being shook at a certain vibration. So say I do, and it's all horizontal lines on the tray, right? If you're looking down at it. Now, what do you think should happen if I rotate the tray 90 degrees? So now all the horizontal lines are vertical, but it's still shaking at that same frequency. Do you think all of those horizontal or all those vertical lines should switch to being horizontal, right? Like the sand should change when I change the orientation of the plate. It doesn't. It doesn't change at all. Doesn't matter how the plate is sitting on that speaker, shaking and vibrating, and what orientation you put it, doesn't matter. The pattern always stays the same. That breaks my brain. I don't get it. Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying, though?
It does to me.
Well, Zach, I have a question for you. And good morning to everyone.
Morning, Andrew B. What's going on?
What's up, Andy B?
I am extremely stoned right now, so just bear with me. But you are speaking my language right now in regards to that kind of stuff. So you're using what? Are you using sand, salt, iron filings, or what?
Yeah, it's sand.
Okay.
Colored sand.
Have you tried changing it out with any other type of like flour?
Not yet. A lot of experimentation still to go.
Then also potentially, what is the surface made out of that you're putting it on?
Steel.
Okay, so maybe potentially aluminum or something like glass, maybe?
I could try glass. I don't know about drilling through glass because I need a hole in the center.
Well, I mean, plastic would also be pretty simple to get.
Yeah, I already have a plastic tray I was planning on trying out. Yeah, I'm going to do it with all kinds of stuff. I want to get...
Yeah, it sounds super awesome what you're doing, and I really want to see it, but I cannot be there. Man, I'm so bummed out. I mean, I got the money to go there, but I just don't have the ability to take the time off work. And Karen already, on Jaren's previous, his VIP hangout, I asked her, like, she's like, yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed, but she's not fully setting into it because I think a lot of people are like, you can't stop doing that, Karen. But yeah, it's going to be an awesome event, and I hope everyone is able to take as many videos there as possible. And I want to actually see what you're doing there with, you know, you and Cami doing how the world works and all the other experiments that you've been positing for a while and actually doing it in person. So I think what you're doing is amazing, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. Yeah, there's something here to learn. I know there is. I think the way they have it all explained out, kind of nonsense. So it's really, yeah, I'm learning a lot, man. I am. I'm finally into that part where it's like, stop looking at the stuff they're telling you to look at and just play like a child and observe. Just have some fun. And that's where the real learning comes in, where the actual knowledge, I believe, is gained. Not saying you can't learn knowledge from a book, at all. But I think the knowledge that sets in and the things that you truly know and can understand are done by like childlike wonder and play. That's how things are, discovered.
I completely agree, Zach. And if I can send you a video, this might be something you might want to do for the children that are there. It's how to create a battery out of pennies, cardboard paper, aluminum foil, and vinegar. And then a couple of wires. You can show them how you can generate voltage out of those things.
That'd be a cool one. Have a little battery set up. Yeah, we had one.
It's completely safe too. It's
harmless. Real big crystal. We had a real big piece of quartz crystal, clear quartz crystal, and we just did it with. I need to get a nice setup, but we had aluminum foil on the ends of each of them connected to a voltmeter. And then we had it between two plates. And all you would do is come up and put some pressure on the top plate and watch the voltmeter jump as you're applying pressure to a crystal to show piezoelectricity. But yeah, a real battery one I think would be a great idea.
Yeah, I think what you're doing, you and Cami, because you're not doing presentations, like, on the stage kind of situation, you're just going to be off to the side kind of thing, would be really cool because I'm assuming there's going to be a whole lot of kids there. More than other ones. Because it's going to be like a camping situation. So I think that the more presentations people are doing, the better. And those presentations are going to spread like wildfire amongst the mentality of these young children that are striving for more information outside of their brain-washed, mind-controlled academia type of thing.
Yeah. After the show, all of you who come and hang out, I was thinking of getting some new pictures for the bees. I just can't bring myself to use those pictures. It's like AI is pushing a woke agenda. And the pictures look great. They look better, way better than the pictures I was using, but it's like AI went woke when you put it on that genius mode. And if it was one picture, it's like if it's showing a picture of children, there's a black child, a brown child, a child in a turban, there's a white child, a redheaded child. It's too much for every single picture to be shoving this diversity and equity and inclusion down children's throat at that age. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with children from different ethnicities out playing in a field. That's fine. But for every single picture to be that when it shows children, what is the AI doing? I don't know. Am I being crazy about this? Or?
No, you're absolutely not. Because I saw someone, it might have been Jeff Berwick, that was testing it out, someone else, and saying, show a modern day version of Adolf Hitler. And it wasn't even him. It was like an Asian guy or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like,
thank you, Liz. Yeah, she says it's obvious. And I don't want my books to be like that. I would rather it be stick figures than that. So I'm going to redo the bees after the show today. This has been, what has it been, 2-3 weeks now since we did those pictures, something like that. And I cannot bring myself to, I go and look at them and I get ready to start. And then that little voice says, nope, don't do that. So yeah, I'm going to get some new ones today after the show, and I'm going to get the bees out. And if you do come to Flattoberfest, you can get my books for hopefully a little bit cheaper than you would if you were to order them online. I got to see what the price of shipping and all that stuff is going to be, but I can get them a little bit cheaper when I order them myself. So I'm hoping to pass those savings on to all the children there at Flattoberfest.
Well, I'll tell you what, Zach. I'll make you a deal right now. I will pay for $100 worth of books to give away for free. And then the rest of them you can...
Andrew.
Yeah, so if you bring at least $100 worth of them, you can give them away. I will pay for it. So just, that's my guarantee to you, because I can't be there.
20 books for children right there, man. That's awesome.
Right on, yeah. I do what I can. And
it's appreciated.
After the next break, I have a little bit of an announcement to make. I'm not going to spoil it right now because it's coming up in about 13 minutes. And I will just shut up for the time being because, as I said, I smoked a little bit too much tonight.
Do you tease your women like you tease this audience?
Just you, Walter.
Andrew, are you transitioning, buddy?
It's one finger at a time. That's all it is.
Andrew, are you becoming a woman? Are you transitioning? Is that your big secret?
Oh, come on now. No, I got a cock and balls.
You can keep those, I guess.
It doesn't matter anymore, Andrew. It's okay.
And a prostate, and I have like the right type of chromosomes and high testosterone. So no, that's
today's anatomy lesson is brought to you by the letter A.
Yeah,
make the Olympics, buddy. Come on.
And going back to Sesame Street. Like, who did that? It was the Count Dracula, or what's his fucking name, or something.
Oh, the Count, just the Count.
There's A and B. It's Italian guy.
One Andrew Baker.
Exactly.
Earth. Yip.
Hey guys, did you hear about this lady that sued her parents for being born, and apparently she won?
What?
Yeah.
That's false.
Apparently she gets paid $5,000 a month. I'm looking at these articles and I'm like, I don't know if this is real or not.
That's not real. Like, you'd have to show a loss. Like, how has it negatively affected you just being born? And does that outweigh the positive effects? There's no possible way.
It's on Snopes.com, fact check.
Oh, that's definitely real then. On Snopes.
Snopes doesn't lie. Come on.
Might as well just be on Reddit or something. Or
it does say fact check.
Yeah.
Snopes. All those people from the Inquirer had to get a job somewhere.
Well, if that was possible, we should be able to sue the government for forcing us to have to pay taxes.
Right. If I can sue my parents for being physically born, surely I could sue the federal government for creating an artificial person in my name.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrew, we don't even pay tax.
Andrew,
they just take it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Andrew, nobody forces you to pay taxes, bro.
Well, I have a mortgage, and I definitely have to.
It is absolutely done without my consent.
Pay it. They just take it.
Exactly. I don't pay it. They just take it. It's not like I have a lot of choice in the matter. Before I get my money, they've already got theirs. I can't even get mine until they get theirs.
And they rub it in, and they put all the figures there in your paycheck to say how much you should have earned, and how much they took, and how much you're getting. They even rub it in.
They're going to want more here real soon. Did you guys hear the amount of interest that we pay? The amount of interest on our debt is about to be surpassed by the amount of money we collect in taxes.
That's how you know war is coming.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Trav. I just had to get that out.
No, it's all right. And it's my fault. I was going to ask Josh or anybody else. Shit. What was I going to ask?
About consent to pay taxes.
Oh, I was going to ask, do you think that there's any way, even though, you might talk to your accountant at your place of employment, wouldn't there be a possibility for them to pay you as a 1099 individual?
Probably not. I mean, theoretically, there would
fill
be
it out married 8.
Fill it out what?
Or whatever. You can fill it out married 8. And they don't take very much out in taxes, but you're going to owe a lot at the end of the year when all that stuff comes around. It's not like they're just going to be like, oh, married 8, okay. No big deal. My cousin did that for like 5 years and ended up owing 90 grand.
I think that's backwards. I think
Go
ahead.
He's claiming that he's married and has 8 dependents, like 8 children, and he's a single guy.
Yeah,
that's how he used to claim his taxes. Married 8.
Yeah, they'll nail you that way.
Oh, well, yeah, that's falsifying records. I'm not talking about that.
So I'm sure there is. Like I'm sure there is a way that a company can hire out as an independent contractor, and you get your 1099 and you pay your own taxes quarterly or not.
Right.
Yeah, that's how Jaron does it.
But like my
Because
company,
what I understand about the W-4 and the W-2 is that the W-2 is for the record of your employer, and they're paying you for this. Now, that's how they're going to balance their records. This is our W-2. This is how much we paid him, blah, blah, blah. The W-4 is then when you file, that's your system of filing. So if I'm making myself clear. So they can still do a W-2 on you per se, but then I don't see why they couldn't just, again, use a 1099, because all it is a record still. It's still just a record of how much you're getting compensated for your labor.
Well, I think it's even just a matter of kind of checks and balances. I think they expect your W-2 and your W-4s to match, right? If you say I'm single with no dependents on a W-2, then when you go to file your taxes, they don't expect to see married with 8 dependents.
Sure. Yeah, right.
But
again, I'm not talking about falsifying records. I'm just talking about,
I think
utilizing the forms that are out there.
If you're a 1099 employee, I don't think you'd need to file a W-2 because you don't need to claim your dependency or your filing status as a 1099.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done 1099.
Yeah, and tax law is just filthy, dirty, gross.
But all to say, everyone out there, pay your taxes, be a good citizen. We're just talking about silly things here.
Pay your taxes, huh?
Pay the
I did
taxes
my tax
that are
return this year, and it came out that I owed them 22 cents. Now, last year they owed me a good amount of money, and they paid me. So this year they owed me. I owed them 22 cents. How am I going to pay 22 cents? So I decided to just leave it, and then do next year's one. And then if I owe them more money, yeah, that's what I thought I was going to do. And they actually sent me an email wanting the 22 cents. It's so stupid.
Well, yeah, because interest, man, they're going to, pretty soon that'll be like $1.
And you know what you can't do? You cannot send, at least in the United States, you cannot send cash legally through the mail to pay a debt to the federal government. You're actually not even supposed to do it for like friend or family or something like that. So if it was legal, I would just send them like 22 cents, like literal.
I can't send it, but I can go to the offices and pay the 22 cents, which will cost me so much more just to get there.
Try this out. Say, I will be happy to pay for any debt that I'm obliged. My time to drive to get to you is $500. If that's a reasonable exchange for you, I'll be waiting for that. And then once I receive that, I'll bring you your 22 cents.
And this is Africa. I'm not trying to get arrested.
Or you can just require them to come and get it.
I'm not
I have
trying to
22 cents
video
ready for you right now. Just please come and pick it up.
The next time I'm in town in the CBD, I will go to the offices and give them a stupid 22 cents. But it's ridiculous.
What are your free speech laws there, Nuka? Can you speak ill about your government without having any type of repercussions?
You can.
Okay.
You believe in freedom of speech. They say that, but within limits. As soon as you are labeled a racist, we have what is called an equality court here, where you can go like file a complaint or something, and you can actually get arrested. There was a lady called Penny Sparrow a few years ago who took a video at the beach. So this beach was in like a very suburban area, and it was December holidays. December is our summer, so all the people from around the country come to Durban to go to the beaches and stuff. So there were a lot of black people on the beach. I mean, the country is mostly black. And they went to this private sort of beach, and they didn't care, and they were making noise and littering and shit. And she was taking a video and calling them monkeys for littering. That went viral in our country, and they opened a case against her, and she went to jail for 6 years. How's that?
I think I'm glad we have freedom of speech in America. I mean, while I don't agree with what was said, I support the right to say it.
Well, technically, if you look back at what happened to Whitsitt, what was that, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when he was at Mount Rushmore practicing free speech at Mount Rushmore, talking about flat Earth, he got arrested that day. So, yeah, the free speech thing is kind of being suppressed in a lot of situations.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. Josh, what do you know about the statute of limitations per se? Because I would think that he would still be able to prosecute for being kidnapped.
I wouldn't think it'd be less than 5 years on a kidnapping charge, but I don't know. When you deal with sovereign citizens, what are you going to do? Like, when you deal with people that think that that they qualify for some sort of immunity of charges, that they just get to do whatever the fuck they want, and if they get caught or prosecuted, it's like, sorry. Yeah, it was wrong, but you'll be all right. There's nothing we're going to do against the perpetrator.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that as I've listened to Alphonse Fagioli and others, right, that you take it's like, for instance, if you I don't know, if you stand up against your local courtroom, your district court, right? If the judge there, let's say he abuses due process, right? Then you sue him in federal court. So you have to take it to the next highest court. And then allegedly, according to Alphonse and others, it says that, like, they will smack that judge down. The federal court will smack that judge down if you have a case. You know what I mean? So it's all just a matter of, first of all, having a pair of stones, and then second of all, knowing how to, facilitate the claim that you have against a certain person. So what I'm saying about, because I still think that I should be able to sue the officers that were all present at my arrest 5 years ago, because, the statute of limitations, first of all, is a man-made concept. Nature has no statute of limitations. If, it's like murder, right? Murder doesn't have a statute of limitations. Oh, really? So, but kidnapping does? Yeah, after 10 years, you can't, no, sorry. Any felony, like, there is no limitation on that. If you should be able to file a claim and prosecute, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess
that's kind of about. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
I guess I could see the need maybe for some statute of limitations, but I'm pretty much with you, Trav. I think a lot of it isn't necessary. But Zach, you are also right in that we are right at the halfway point here on the Ironworks. Freeworld.fm. Make sure you guys stick around because we do have another hour coming up right after this. Bit of Pearl Jam. reasonably certain there's going to be music at this point. There we go.
Good morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. Is there what one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
And welcome back. First half of the second half of the Ironworks kicking off right now. Josh, Walt, and Zack hanging out with you. We are joined by our good friend Duma, Andrew B, and I do believe Travis still here as
So, Josh,
well.
Before Andrew reveals his big secret of him coming out of the closet, there was another thing I wanted to tell you about this perceived freedom of speech in my country. So there was this 2 weeks ago. There was this article that came out of this group of white girls in the school that have formed their own little like WhatsApp group. And what they've been doing on there is they've been rating all of the other students, all the black students, Indian students, whatever, calling them ugly and who's the ugliest and what and whatever. So eventually that came out, and there was obviously a big outcry over what these girls were doing, and it was racist and all this other shit. So the article comes out. I'm reading the article, and they're saying that, oh, they want to bar these girls because they're all now in their last year of high school. So they want to bar these girls from being able to register at a college as part of their punishment. So I said, well, hold up. We all remember being teenagers here. I definitely still remember being a teenager. And the person I was then is not the person I am now. I was also full of hate and violence and whatever. But, you know, you grow, life is going to kick you in the ass and you're going to learn your lesson. They want to punish them, put them in detention, let them do community service, and let them get on with their lives. These chicks will probably end up falling in love with a black dude and having mixed race children. Just let them be. Oh, I got flamed in the comments. Apparently I was being a sellout, the usual shit. So I said, okay, whatever. Now it's come out that the whole thing was made up by this other group of girls who are black. Now it's crickets. Now it's silence. No one is saying that those girls now that made this whole shit up, they need to be banned from being able to register in college. So there's your double standard. I just thought it was freedom of speech. Girls can say whatever the hell they want. Life is going to kick them in the ass. They're going to learn their lesson.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is some in-your-face hypocrisy.
Yep. All right, Andrew, you're up, buddy.
We'll all pretend to be surprised, Andrew.
Well, so I guess people have already heard, I suppose. I won the lottery. I'm getting transgender certified. Okay, I can't even joke. That's fucking weird. Anyways, that's fucking all right. So yeah, the next trivia for charity that we're doing is going to be right before Flattoberfest. It's going to be a rematch between Crumb and Lowry upon Crumb's request to do it. So it's going to be another lots of music trivia. And if anyone can help me out with music trivia, I've already got like 15 questions written, but I want more in regards to that, like conspiracy wise, or if not, just general knowledge in regards to music. But I'm also going to throw a lot of political questions there. It's getting really close to the actual nonsensical selection day.
Andrew, sorry to interrupt you. Are we still streaming on YouTube?
I believe so.
I don't think so. It's not working.
I don't see anybody on YouTube telling me that we froze.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not getting conspiratorial. I'm just talking about it. And we already have a great beneficiary that's going to be hopefully earning as much money as she possibly can from this. I don't know who she is, and she's a flat earth mom who's trying to gain custody of her child from her piece of shit husband. So that's what we're trying to do for her in this next trivia for charity.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Anyways, that was my announcement.
You said it was just before Flattoberfest, which is 27th, 28th, and 29th, if I believe.
Yes.
To be right?
Right, yeah.
So you're what?
And
tomorrow?
Melodome was saying, oh, yeah, well, he's taking vacation at that exact same week, and he totally forgot that it was going on, so he wanted to schedule it for like the day before Flattoberfest, and then Lowry, he's like, oh yeah, Lowry and Crumb are going there, so that would not be very convenient. Otherwise, they'd be streaming from like a hotel room or something like that. So we pushed it a week earlier. But you guys know that Crumb is actually moving from LA to Oklahoma.
Nice.
That'll be a culture shock.
Yeah. I mean, he's lived in California, I think, his entire life, down in Southern California. So moving to where there's not really many earthquakes, but there's fucking tornadoes out there.
No, Oklahoma has earthquakes.
Oh, do they?
Well, they do. A lot of fracking that happened down in Oklahoma, and yeah, ground shakes down there a little bit.
I think Ukuleleko's government was exercising his freedom of speech and just decided to shut down his YouTube. No, sir. You don't say that. There's no hypocrisy here. Try again. Sorry.
Right caller. So we touched on Venezuela last week, and they just had an election there, and the old president, Nicolas Maduro, right? He, right after the election, said, okay, I won, and that's how it's going to go. Well, the people didn't buy it. They're like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. We all voted for this other guy, yada, yada, yada. Something's going on here. So according to election tallies, Edmundo Gonzalez, the opposition, received more than double the votes of the former President Maduro.
That sounds like what happened in the last presidential election when Joe Biden, who definitely has some sort of Alzheimer's or dementia or a combination thereof, got more votes than any other president in history. That's fucking weird. Sounds similar to that.
Yeah, there was 3 million votes for Maduro and 6.9 million votes for Gonzalez, the opposition. So well over double. Almost 1 million over doubling.
You know, I do have to actually say this, ironically, also seriously at the same time, also sarcastically, I suppose, that I tip my hat to these people that actually can be like, you know what? I'm going to fake an election, I'm going to win, and I'm going to be in power. That's not like an easy thing to accomplish. I mean, you have to have a team of people working with you in order to do that. And they all have to be like on the same page and, you know, under the payroll and whatnot. That might be an abstract way of saying that they were already in line for getting into that governmental position in the first place. I don't really know, because I've only worked in the small levels of federal government.
Oh, because Venezuela, they probably were also threatened with violence and stuff. So that's how it goes sometimes. I am reading the article here, and people want to know what's he going to do. They want to know if Maduro will budge. Doesn't look like he will, though.
He's still waiting to see what Iran's response to Israel is.
Well, we have to go to war eventually, because if we do, I think we're kind of fucked. Because if I was in the military right now, they might as well just made me a fucking admiral or something. Like, oh, like idiocracy. Just put me in charge of like a ship. And
Can you guys still get drafted?
Oh yeah.
In what?
Can you still get drafted?
No, not me or Josh. No.
Well, everything is equal now, 50-50.
No, because we already
I want to
served.
see chicks in the front line.
Well, women, I don't think are required to register for the selective service, but men are required to once they turn 18. But I enlisted when I was 17, so I never had an issue with that. And then
This is why
women are allowed to vote then.
that exactly. This is why men are oppressed and women are a class of
I'm all for them
a
not going to
protected
war. I
class
agree
of
with
people.
it, but I mean,
Women are protected and men are oppressed. That's why.
yeah, it's a weird dynamic when you think about it, because one man can be with 15 women in 15 days, assuming his he's going to be able to produce enough semen. I'm being a little bold for this, but it's factual that a man can produce more children than a single woman can in 15 days. And that's like when I went overseas to certain countries, these war-torn countries that were maybe 20 or 30 years out of this disaster they were involved in, such as Thailand and Croatia, as an example. The women outnumbered the men a lot. And a lot of them were extraordinarily beautiful, but also were prostitutes, where prostitution was completely legal.
I'm sorry, Andrew. What country was this you said? Just
two countries I went to. I went to Croatia, which is a country. It's a small country. It used to be part of the Czech Republic, and it's in between Greece and Italy. And then I went to Thailand, which is right next to like India, essentially. India and Malaysia and Cambodia.
just research purposes. So
I know there's a lot of people talking about, is Iran gonna strike Israel? You know, Iran hasn't attacked another country unprovoked in over 250 years, they say.
And again, even if they do turn them to glass, that would still qualify as, I'm sure they would consider that not to be an unprovoked attack. They'd file that. Oh, that's provoked. We were provoked. Sorry. Yep. Still 200 years unprovoked. Never done it.
Well, no, but they said back in 1850 they reclaimed some territory that was considered Afghanistan that had been taken by the British Empire for a while, and they took that back. But besides that, they said they've never invaded another country and said, I want this land is ours, we're going to take this over now.
And I would say Israel probably thinks they never attacked Palestine unprovoked. Interestingly, I suspect Palestine would say they never attacked Israel unprovoked. Hence the tension in the
To be fair, this isn't Iran saying this. This is like the American Journal of whatever saying it. So it's not like it's just Iran saying, well, we've never attacked anybody. It's, people who don't really care for Iran at all saying that, yeah, they're kind of true. They don't just go willy-nilly, let's go fight.
Nope, they prefer
I don't know if it's
proxy
true
wars
or not,
too.
but is it true that if Israel and Iran get into a conflict, that the United States is bound to back up Israel, and then Russia is bound to back up Iran? You guys heard about that?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's just going to be a bloodbath. I mean, all these trannies and shit, sorry, keep in mind, but I mean, they're allowing that shit in the military. There's nothing beneficial to doing that.
Well, who will who is definitely not likely to support Israel would be Kamala Harris. She is definitely a pro-Palestine, and I think that in and of itself is what would keep her from winning an election. There are too many dual citizen Zionist politicians out there that will never allow us to stop sending money to and supporting Israel. I just don't see that happening.
What if she's like this golden link that gets into office for some fucking weird reason? This is a hypothetical. Hopefully never fucking happens. But this is the part where Israel and Palestine finally shake hands and get over it. And then they work together. I know, it's like a fictional story.
A nice two-state solution. A nice two-state solution for peace in the Middle East. Right.
But yet you're going to war together.
Right. In 2024, while they are already fighting. So it's not like we don't just need to create peace in the Middle East. We need to stop the war in the Middle East, get things to just calm down and create no war in the Middle East. Then maybe we can go on to some peace in the Middle East with a nice, amicable two-state solution. Yeah, I just don't see that.
Wait, who was that soldier? The active duty soldier that burned himself alive in protest of this war?
Oh, the retard? Yeah, the guy in the Air Force?
Yeah, that dude.
I don't know. It's stupid. I can't imagine a single thing other than like your mom's gonna die or you douse yourself in gasoline and burn to death. I'd be like, all right, well, I guess I'm taking the fucking hit.
Maybe he identifies as
that, it's like
maybe he identifies as a charcoal briquette.
A what?
I said maybe he identifies as a charcoal briquette.
Oh. I'm not even sure if it's true or not because that's one of those things that are not allowed to should go on the news. And
I saw the video. That dude is charcoal. He's gone.
Who was the guy on the Rage cover? Wasn't that a Buddhist monk or something like that? Or a Tibetan monk or something?
I think he was Buddhist.
Burned himself in protest?
Now, would you consider self-immolation a sign of a healthy psyche or perhaps someone who's got some mental issues going on?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say mental issues.
Like, I get being passionate about a subject. But
passionate to death?
Right. At what point are you just knucking futz? Like, all right, give me a lighter.
Yeah, what exactly is accomplished out of that? You're known as the psychopath.
Ideals and your system of beliefs are only good to a point.
Yes, only good to the point of death. After that, they're pointless.
Okay.
What good are your ideals and beliefs after death?
We'll see when I get back.
What good do you think his ideals and beliefs are now that he's gone? Is he getting his ideals and beliefs?
I've got that poster fucking hanging out on the wall.
Do you think he's doing a better job getting his ideals and beliefs now that he's dead, or would he be more efficient at getting those ideals and beliefs out by being alive and being able to express them?
Did you know who he was before he did that?
I don't know who he is now.
They did honor him. They did have a protest and to honor him or something for his ideals to free Palestine.
I don't get the point to it because if I were to do that and I was even guaranteed there would be a statue made of me and there would be posters made of it, even a holiday, and it would be taught in history books. It still wouldn't justify me doing something as ridiculous as setting my fucking body on fire. It's just, God, that's going to be a terrible way to go.
Apparently not, eh? Once you burn off your nerve endings, you shouldn't really feel pain.
So the screaming is just what? Pure reflex?
I don't know. Maybe it was reaching his penis. He definitely felt it.
I came in on a weird place.
Yes, from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Central every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
No, I mean, like, what are you guys talking about?
Self-immolation.
That dude that wanted to
self-immolation,
Palestine, and he set himself on fire in protest.
Such a weird topic. All right.
This is recent?
It's recent enough.
Well, there's a recent case, and then there was a historical case. And then
Yeah, I'm aware of the historic case, yeah. I guess my question
Why
is,
did
I
he-
mean, like, I'm a little bit... What?
Do you remember who the historic case?
Yeah, wasn't it in the 60s, a Buddhist monk?
What was his name?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm. What did he want?
Why did he do it?
Here we go. The guy's name is Aaron Bushnell. He was 25.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I mean, like, if I was gonna do something like that, I would have taken the shortest, quickest way to execute myself. I would not have chosen one of the most painful and excruciatingly, like, unless I was doped up on so much morphine.
Well, that was sort of the conversation.
What's the shortest
Don't kill
people
yourself.
made?
You would have to
trying to
Yeah, don't kill yourself in protest. That's the moral of the story.
I thought all suicide was going to be painful in some way.
You haven't watched MASH?
Yeah, you're watching MASH. Suicide is painless.
Yeah, certain
That's
murders.
weird.
Walter,
Good. Sorry. Good.
that's all right. I just, I was a kid in the 70s. I mean, a younger kid in the 70s. I was a kid in the 80s, but I never really watched MASH. I do remember seeing it. If you started playing the opening bars, I would know exactly what show it was for. Alan Alda, all those guys. There is an amazing documentary about it, and I highly recommend anybody, if you are into nostalgic television, that's an amazing series. That whole series was just phenomenal.
Yeah, MASH was pretty awesome. A little bit racist at the beginning.
Can anyone hum the MASH thing right now? The intro?
I bet you I can.
I know we all can.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't hum very well. Anyways, that was just that's not.
Is that a recorder? Is the MASH theme song instrument a recorder?
That time.
You know, I remember actively not liking MASH as a child, having never watched it, just looking at it thinking, I would not like this show. And it wasn't until later.
Anybody
that I
know the
realized
name of the Black Doctor? Oh, sorry, Josh.
Nope. The brilliance of the comedy in that show. The
Spear Chucker?
the comedic
You got it,
timing of
Walt.
Alan Alda was amazing.
They had a black doctor named Spear Chucker.
Spear Chucker Jones.
This show is racist.
Oh, man. Very first season. Spear Chucker Jones was his name.
Spear Chucker Jones. Wow.
What is
yeah, times were different back then.
You think?
And by the way, I still think everyone needs to just.
What's that? What was the cheat sheet?
Oh, Travis.
Yeah, we lost you there, Trav.
What? Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
No, Travis, if you're back, go ahead.
No, I think he's still breaking up. If I were to guess.
I was just going to ask, what was the golf player character the best? Joe.
Yeah, no, you're breaking up, dude.
I think he was asking about Spear Chucker Jones.
Yeah, the first picture I see here of Spear Chucker Jones is carrying an American football.
Yeah, I think that was it. He was a football player in real life before the Korean War.
Now, my question was, Cheech and Chong, didn't they have a character named something Jones? He was a basketball player?
They sang a song called Basketball Jones, yes.
Basketball.
But it wasn't a character. It was about jonesing to play basketball. I've got a basketball Jones.
Got a basketball Jones. You guys are hilarious. Well, that's going to do it. That's going to bring us up to
I was hoping you were going to keep going, Walter.
What do you got for us there, Josh?
We've got one by request, I see. They're in the chat. And I would introduce it, but there's not going to be a single need to. Once we get going, you all are going to recognize this. Stick around. We got one more break. One more segment coming up. Right after this, freeworld.fm, this is the Ironworks.
position, thinking you was buying my head. The ultimate vanity, exploiting their supremacy. I can't believe the things you say. I can't believe the price you pay. Nothing can save you. Justice is lost, justice is right, justice is gone. Pulling your strings, justice is done. Speaking no truth, winning is all. Pain is so grim, so true, so real.
winning is all. Fighting so grim, so true, so real. Taking no truth, winning is all. Fighting so grim, so true, so real.
A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
I can't help but think that somewhere out there on this plane, there was an entire Metallica Air cover band going hard at it this morning. Welcome back. Fourth and final. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Good stuff, Walter. Good pick.
That was Rico's fault. He quoted it earlier when y'all were talking about the court systems. So I'll put it in the mix.
When are we having Iron Realm Media karaoke?
When we figure out the audio
27?
drivers to make it available that we could play music and have people sing to it, synced up, and we could all enjoy it. Otherwise, it's just one horrendous, chaotic mess.
It sounds like it would still be fun. I know Walter's keen to sing.
Which one was that, Walter? Was that Injustice for All?
That album? Exactly that album and the title track from that album.
What was your answer?
They were so amazing back then.
Walter, what did you say the
I was
answer
in
was?
California on a job when this album dropped, and KNAC was fucking amazing at that time still in California and LA. And yeah, it was the whole like thing. They had like free versions of it they were offering on the radio, and so blah blah blah. And I called and got it, but I was in a hotel room, and I'm in a motel room on a job with no vehicle to go pick up the fucking album, so I couldn't go get it. But yeah, it was an interesting place to be, because if I had been, where I was from, South Louisiana at the time, my buddies would have probably been into it, people I played music with and stuff, but it wasn't the citywide experience it was there in LA at the time. It was on every channel at the time. There were billboards up about it. I mean, it was nuts. I had never seen that kind of shit about metal because, again, it's not pushed here in the South. We have country music, if you haven't heard, though. We do have that, and some Zydeco.
All right.
Before you move on, Andrew,
weird.
I think Walter actually answered
Add on to Walt.
Duma's question as to an approximate. I think he had said something, actually, when Duma asked about the Iron Realm Media karaoke. What was it you said, Walter?
Won't that be on the 27th?
I thought perhaps that's what I'd heard you say.
I think that's what I remember reading somewhere or seeing on the video, maybe. Maybe the video had that date on it. First night, whatever that first night is, I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. I can check.
We'll see. That's going to be a delicate balance of Josh that doesn't drink and Josh that drinks enough to sing.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing.
No, same here.
I think we should put a
I ain't
pool
gonna do it
together,
sober.
like a monetary pool for everyone that actually watches Iron Realm Media, and agree to one song that all three of you have to sing together on karaoke live. How's that sound?
How about My Little Buttercup from the Three Amigos?
Choreographed and all. Oh, geez.
It'll be a
I've
Sunday
already got my suit ready.
I don't know. My hat's is covered in foil because it's a tinfoil.
Would you say that you have a plethora of foil on your hat?
See, Jefe, I would say I have a plethora of foil on my sombrero.
And what is a plethora?
Do you even know what a plethora is?
Do you think, LFA,
could it be that once again you are pissed off at someone else and are taking it out on me, El Guapo? Something like that.
Now you guys are making me think you're going to be at the end scene of Tropic Thunder, where he's forced to play the Simple Jack over and over. You guys should get up on stage and like recreate something like that. Just get as stoned as you possibly can. That's my best recommendation. And be like Hunter Thompson. But my trivia question that I'm not sure if this is way too fucking hard or easy. Hopefully they're not listening. I don't think they are. Crum or Lowry. Even though Lowry is prone to be in the background sometimes. Lars Ulrich was basically the founder of Metallica, along with James Hetfield. But where was Lars Ulrich born?
Denmark. I mean,
on the south side.
South side? Well,
in a hospital.
Damn it, Walt.
yeah, dude, I'm way Metallica-esque, though. That used to be my favorite band. That's why I play an Explorer, is Mr. Hetfield. Or used to play an Explorer exclusively.
All right, well, at least you got that. But I'm going to keep that one. That's an official question, by the way. The fun ones, you guys are going to be surprised what I'm going to ask you. You join it.
So are you going to be getting a Cybertruck soon, Andrew?
One of them almost fucking hit me today. Sorry to say it, some young Silicon Valley Asian bitch on her phone driving a Cybertruck didn't realize it was a red light.
Imagine that. Well, Tesla is struggling to convert Cybertruck reservations to sales. This person says they reserved a Cybertruck 2 months ago, and Tesla already says, my Cybertruck is ready for delivery. It goes on to talk about blah, 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 blah. It appears Tesla is struggling to convert the over 1 million reservation holders into actual buyers. Now, to put it into perspective, the current Cybertruck production rate is hovering around an annualized run rate of 75,000 trucks. So if you do the math, what are they making? 6 point something thousand Cybertrucks a month. They says the number will rise to 130 by the end of 2024. Sure, Elon. It was supposed to be 250,000 at the start, remember? Okay, so with 1 million people having reserved a Cybertruck and the production rate of 75,000 Cybertrucks per year, all the electric truck appears to be sold out for at least the next 7 years, right? That's how that's supposed to go. Well, people are now able to order it and get it within 2 months. They realize that the sticker price of the Cybertruck is not holding up. They're saying that I'll just wait a couple years and get one for 50 grand. I'm not going to spend $80,000 to $100,000 on something that was supposed to be $40,000 when they started. They said the Cybertruck was going to be $39,000. The base Cybertruck. And now the cheapest you can get one for is $79,000.
Just hope it don't rain.
This is how you steal money from stupid rich people.
Mm-hmm.
Those things look like you could do it in an afternoon with cardboard. It's similar to the LEM. It's ridiculous. Oh, what? Oh, paper mache? Oh, okay, here's a paintbrush or two. The thing looks stupid.
Yeah, well, they weren't supposed to start selling the Cybertruck variants, they're calling them, the regular Cybertruck variants. These are all specialty made. You know, you order how you want it and this and that. This isn't like you just go to a dealership and buy one. You've been waiting years, so they wanted to make sure you got just the package you wanted and this and that and all the bells and whistles, just how you wanted it. And so many people have opted out of even purchasing the truck. So they spent the money to reserve it and then just ate that. Said, I'll wait a few months. And they say Cybertruck starting prices will automatically fall by 20 grand once they start selling them outright. So the dual wheel, one that was supposed to be $39,000 will now be $79,900, and the Beast that was $120,000 will now be $99,000.
Oh, all the ones that failed their quality control check? Don't worry.
Multiple times.
Those are in the lot, just collecting dust. But how much would the price have to be brought down to before you guys would buy one? And literally drive it?
I mean,
how much are you going to pay me?
Yeah, if they filled the back with like 30 grand.
$298.
About $350. What do you got, Josh?
What's the payload? I'll take as much money as it can carry.
Yeah. Or at least a bed full of really good manure.
That's under the hood, Zach.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Teeny tiny bed.
If it was one of those situations where you're on Oprah or some, I don't know, other bullshit thing, like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Like, Andrew Baker, you get a car. And I'd be like, can someone else get it? Like, yeah, give it to someone else, please. I don't want that burden of nonsense. My family and colleagues and my friends would just look highly down upon me if I ever showed up with one of those. That thing wouldn't even fit my garage. It's too fucking tall. Stupid.
Makes it real hard to hide.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Enrique, you want some free parts? Take it apart, man. Get this thing out of my fucking property.
Yeah, I would sell it instantly. I wouldn't even put a mile on it.
But you're saying they're going down from 100,000 down to like 37,000?
No, Elon originally stated they were supposed to be 39,000, like the base model that you could get. Well, that's now up to 79,900. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people are pulling out. Saying, yeah, reservation, I'll wait. Because the sticker price is going to drop at least 20 grand. So I'll eat that $100 or whatever they had to pay to get a reservation.
So this is recent, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like when Elon first, back in 17 or 18, when he announced the Cybertruck and, it'll be ready next year, people started making reservations. Well, now inflation and whatnot and price of everything's gone up. So now instead of being 39,900, the cheapest you can get one for is 79,900. So yeah, people are like, yeah, I'm not interested in paying that much for this thing. That's over double what you told me it was going to cost. Really, I think those people should all get their money back, plus interest over the last 5 years.
I would agree. And something that I know about with Tesla, the actual Tesla factory, it is, I could ride my bike there if I wanted to, but it's just up the road a few miles. Anyways, I know a lot of people that work there. It's a huge, huge factory. It's in the ballpark of like 2 million square feet or something.
Are they going to be pulling that out of California as well?
I have no idea.
I know he's moving his headquarters, but I haven't heard about any factories.
Well, I don't want to take up the rest of the time because only a few minutes left. So we can chat about it after it ends. If anyone wants to hear about it more, I'm going to smoke another bowl.
After show.
Wow, it's almost after show time, actually. Good Lord.
And then
it is. That's nuts.
Cats are going to need to be fed. Josh is going to have to get off to work. Boys are going to have to go do some business. All around.
I'm
Love y'all.
Give OBS a little attempt.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop streaming on freeworld.fm, but here on OBS, I'm just going to try to click live on some of these until my OBS crashes, and then we'll see what see what happens. See if I can try to start to diagnose and see which one's crashing my shit, or if it's just the plugin itself. We'll see. That's a hell of a show. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good hump day. Sherry Ives, expect to see ironrealmmedia nude karaoke. That's when you know you've crossed the line. I said it's a fine line to walk between Josh that doesn't drink and Josh that drinks enough to get up and sing. Once you've gone well past that line, that's IRM nude karaoke. That's when Josh is singing and stripping and hip thrusting and doing all sorts of stuff that he shouldn't be doing. So hopefully we won't get that far. But it's good to hang out with you folks. Great way to start the day.
Love y'all.
16 Alpha V. I thought for sure you were a sub here or wrenched here. Maybe you're wrenched on the backup channel, but I could have sworn you were wrenched here. So sorry you weren't already. Actually, what's up, Austin? I see you there. And Craig and everybody else. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Hump Day. We will see you back here on Friday morning for more of the Ironworks. Until then, ladies and gents, be good. Be well. Do good and do it well. We love you. Bye-bye. All right, now we're off of Free World, so we're just going to see. I'm going to try Telegram. Telegram's the one that I really wanted. And it's green. And OBS is still moving and still registering. Good to know. All right. If you have anybody on Telegram, I'll be curious to see. Maybe I'll just head on over to Telegram and see if there's anything playing. That'd be interesting to find out.
So does that, how OBS works, each one you stream to, is that going to put more wear and tear on your computer?
From what I can tell, the plugin that I'm using is a little bit less resource intense than some of the other multi-stream ways they do it. Instead of, I think, setting up one stream for each, it's like all of the secondary streams are based on the primary stream that comes out of OBS, rather than each getting their own separate stream. I think it's done a little differently, so it's a little less resource intense, as I repeat myself. But let's see. I don't know that I see anything happening here. Nope.
Top flight security in the world, Craig.
I don't see shit. Good to know.
What up?
What up, Craig? All right. So let's try Facebook. No. Let's try the backup channel. We'll go live on the backup channel. Maybe.
Whoa, now.
Gone live?
Should we do that at the same time? Because if we go down, then both go down.
Well, this is just a
They are still live, Craig.
I'm just saying, if somebody says something they shouldn't, I'm looking at certain people, then if we go down, both channels go down and we have no backup. I wouldn't stream that.
I won't say anything, Walt.
Thank you, Craig.
Basketball Jones. Now I'm going to be singing Basketball Jones all day.
I should sing about Nash all day. Josh, I used to have that same thing, dude. I hated the show as a kid because I just did, like, that music was sad to me. So just based off the intro, I hated that show. Just like you, same thing. When you said that, I was like, holy shit. I wasn't the only one.
I had a babysitter too, and she had a weird teenage son who spent all of his time upstairs in his room. And I'd only see him on the very rarest occasions. I don't know that he was necessarily watching MASH, but every time I'd see him and he'd come down from his room, he was always wearing a MASH t-shirt. And for some reason that left a bad taste
my
in my
brother watched it. So that's how I, and he's like 10 years older than me. So, I wasn't into it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I got a question about it, though. Was that based... What war was that based off of?
Korean.
The Korean War.
Korean War?
Yeah, it was. There was a movie with Elliot Gould and Donald Sutherland and just a lot of older actors, really great fucking actors, comedy actors, and the movie was really good. And then they made the show, and they only kept maybe 3 actors from the movie, I think. The priest,
Radar.
Go ahead. Yeah, the priest, Radar, and
Klinger? The movie was called MASH?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, definitely go back. It's worth a watch. I mean,
Never even heard of it.
it's all, yeah, it's where it all started.
Wow. All right. Let's check that out. Learning new things with Walter. Could be a show.
Sure. I see Liz is chickening out since we're still live.
I think she's got a headache.
I had a feeling
Crash
she
this
might.
son of a bitch.
She's got a pretty good headache, she said.
Oh, I didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Hey, chat.
So how many streaming services do you have set up that you can just hit start on? Or
I'm showing 4, but I don't see that any of them are going out except for the main one.
I don't have a notification for anything else either. So I'm just saying, do you have DLive hooked up? Do you have Rockfin hooked up? Like how many? You just got 4? I mean, maybe the plugin's not working. I don't have the plugin that you're referring to, even though I did hear about it. Because my internet is strong enough that it seems to push whatever I push. I'm doing 4 services and I don't have any lag on any of them.
I don't see it going out anywhere. Like I don't see it on Facebook. I thought I'd be streaming on Facebook, but it sure don't seem to be.
Oh, by the way, as a side note, Craig, it's the same guy who directed the first Cheech and Chong movie, who directed Matt,
Really?
Robert Altman. It's really good.
That's funny. All right. Cool.
Shoot, man, I haven't. My mom and dad used to talk about MASH, the movie, and then they would talk about the television show, and they watched the television show religiously, whether it was on syndication or not.
Right.
Because I can't remember how long it ran and whether or not there were still new episodes. But oh shit, where the hell was I going with that? Oh well, I lost it. I'm gonna hit the. God, I forgot where I was going with that. Son of a bitch.
We are actually live on Twitch. The one place it did manage to go to.
Of course. Oh,
Hey,
hey, hang on a second.
how do you say our Facebook page again?
Flat and free on the Iron Realm.
Right?
I honestly didn't even know you had a Twitch, Josh.
Exactly.
Of course you have a Twitch.
Exactly.
Let me go sub to Twitch right now. Hey, God.
I don't even remember my damn phone.
I'm assuming it's Iron Realm Media.
Yes.
Jeez.
Quiet. Too quiet, it says.
You're still live.
What?
Yeah, we
Yeah, right?
should still be live on the main channel. Yes.
Yeah, all right, because I'm still.
Yeah, I don't know. I see. Oh, never mind. I'm not watching YouTube anymore.
I just can't see the chat. Hold on.
No, let me go deal with these animals. They don't know what to do with themselves because last night's the first night we've slept with our bedroom door closed in about 4 months, 3 months, however long it's been. So they're all tripping tonight. I mean, this morning they've been all over me, missing us, I guess. So we finally got the AC in last night. I'll be back. Let me get them done. You leaving, Josh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here soon.
And just let it roll. You're just gonna let it roll all day, be a 52-hour stream?
Oh no, I'm gonna stop going live. I just wanted to see what, if anything, was working, what was causing it to crash.
All right, I will be back.
Okay, well.
Love you, love you.
All right, love you.
Love you, dude.
Not bad.
Sweet, now I've got a new chat to ignore.
To add, yeah, I know.
Just pop out.
How are you how do you add in the chat anyway? Do you have a custom CSS, or are you using like a StreamYard or Stream Elements? I'm sorry, like a bot service.
I just added a browser source, and then pop.
Well, I know, but how do you make it transparent? Because I do that and it's not transparent.
Oh, I key it out. I just add filters.
Like
Chrome add the chroma key.
I think I used the Luma key.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't figure it out. Every time I went to the internet to look, they all pointed me in different directions. And I'm like, I know there's just got to be an easy way to do this. But OBS can be incredibly easy, but yet so fucking complicated at the same damn time.
Yep. All right. Now I'm going to stop streaming. YouTube, love you guys. I will.
Oh, I was going to say you haven't crashed?
Nope, not yet, but it does look like Twitch is the only one that goes out. I'm stopping Facebook.
You might have to modify some more things. So like Rumble changes the link and the stream key every time you click the live button. So you physically have to move it over every time and modify the file.
That's stupid.
So I'm just saying some of the services you're clicking on could be doing the same thing.
All right, well, not Facebook. Interesting. Yes, stop there. Twitch is the only one that's working. Weird. All right. Thanks, Twitch. Bye, Twitch. See you.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Facebook, you also have to go to Facebook and preset up your stream. You can't just click the button from OBS. It doesn't do that. Kind of like YouTube. You should go in and preset up the stream and put the thumbnail in and change the title and do all that shit and actually hit. I think Facebook, you actually have to hit the live button. And then you send your service over from OBS.
Yeah, that seems like some shit that I need to do with Telegram as well.
Is that you, Rico?
Yeah.
Wrestling around.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I'm not in the call. I'm still on Twitch.
You're all good, man. How you doing today?
Dude, I'm having a mini meltdown, to be honest with you. Check this out. We had a disc pad break, like literally a brake pad, like crack, like in one wheel. And it's
so broken that it's kind of messed up in there. And it's so bad that I can't get to a mechanic. And we called to have one